Is solo leveling Arise a good gacha game? At first, I did not think so, but now I think yes. And the reason for it is because at first I was expecting a different game. It is an instance-based game. It is a dungeon clearing game, but even more, which makes sense if you watch the anime, but even more than that, the gameplay is exciting, the characters are good, and there is more to it than just the main character. So I overall want to say that this game is good, but I want to give reasons why I think it's good. But really the concern is the life expectancy. Will people keep playing this game? I'll get back to that in a moment, but for now, let's talk about the game. Before we get into anything, I want to say this game is loaded with spoilers. If you have not seen the anime, or if you've seen the anime, if you've not read the manga or read the webtoon, this spoils it completely. The loading screens spoil it. It's not even the story. It is just the banners will spoil it, like literally. So before anything else, let's take a look at the game. The game's really fun. I mean, like I said, there is a lot to it. It's more than just, you know, the main character, which I always forget his name. Yeah, Jinwoo. There's more than just Jinwoo. There's other hunters, and you go into the battle. I have the PC version of the game, so I have it on the launcher for PC, and it feels like a JRPG when you're playing it with a controller, because it does have controller support. It really feels just like a JRPG. It doesn't feel like a gacha game as much. And the deeper you get into the game, the more you unlock things. So one thing that I think is really important is there's different weapons. Like in the anime, you see him use this weapon, right? But there's like books and spears and all different weapons that your main character uses. And because it's an action RPG, that changes the gameplay entirely. Do you see that little spinny loop that just happened? That little spinny loop is the death of me right now, and I anticipate it'll go away. People were telling me in the beta that spinny loop was awful. Like, it was like 20-30 seconds of spinning. But every time you do, like, anything, you have, like, a 1-second buffer. Like, just always. Now, they're super generous in the beginning of the game. I think Netmarble does a great job at making you want to keep summoning by giving you a bunch of summons. But this is kind of the thing everyone was worried about. I kind of want to balance this video with talking about the good things and the bad things intertwined. I don't want to be like, here's all the good, here's all the bad. One of the things that I like is the amount of summons you get. I'm free to play in this game, and I'll probably remain free to play just because I don't really plan on spending. And if you watch my last video, I talk about why I remain free to play in the first 3 days of the game. Because, you know, later you'll see if you want to spend money in it or not. Some games, I'm just going to spend money. Some games, I just know I'm going to get the battle pass because I'm going to play it. Wuthering Waves. That's one of them. Wuthering Waves. That's one of them. But this game, I don't know if I will spend any money because I like just the side hunters. Like, I don't need any of the super fancy hunters. Like, I like just the couple ones I got. So, like, these characters, if you've seen the anime, you know this guy doesn't have a whole lot of screen time. This guy doesn't have a whole lot of screen time at all, but he's pretty funny, and his ult is actually hilarious. And again, I recommend watching the anime if you haven't seen it. The game does a great job at making this it's not a gacha game. That's just a gacha game with the characters. It is a game about the webtoon. It is about the webtoon. So, you know, it's really nice, but like I was saying, before we go any further, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Please, I'm just trying to get my analytics up. You know what I'm saying? I think that I got somewhere to go with this whole YouTube thing. So it'd be great if you guys could contribute to that if you like the video. Regarding the Netmarble problem, there is just monetization like crazy. So there is like 3 different subscriptions, I think. Yeah, so there's the standard subscription, and then there's like the daily essence subscription, and then I think there's also like another premium subscription, if I'm not mistaken. If I go here and then selective summon, really nice. I like this. You get it after like two days if you wait, 3 days if you wait after you start the game. You just get to pick one, but if you don't, then, you know, you can buy it right now and just get it right now, because that's how it works. Guaranteed draw ticket. This ticket, you can purchase this and subscribe and you'll get it. So it's just a lot of subscription stuff, and that's cool. If people want to whale, there's plenty of things to whale on in the game. But as a free-to-play player, I also don't feel like I really need to spend money. The only big barriers for me sometimes is right now even, I can't progress in the story specifically, the chapter that I'm on. To do the next mission, I have to reach level 31. And a lot of games do this. You saw it in My Hero Academia, The Strongest Hero. they did that a lot, where it's like, yeah, if you want to go any further, you gotta level up, or just so many gacha games do that. A lot of the times it's like you have to reach a certain power to proceed, but this one's like you have to hit the certain level, which I think I'm more in favor of power than level, because if I get really good summons and, you know, I get really good infusion on weapons, then great. But I don't know. So far I'm enjoying it because of how many other game modes there are. So aside from the main story, there's gates, encore missions, Hunter Archive, Battlefield Trials, Battlefield of Trials, Battlefield of Time, Power of Destruction, which I haven't completed chapter 14. This is a spoiler waiting to happen. And then Battlefield of Time, I also don't know what's going on with this. And then there's also 2 other things that are scheduled to be updated. So the future of the game is looking promising because the amount of stuff to do is great. So much so that the game has a little banner that comes up every so often saying, you've been playing for 7 hours. Stop playing or it'll negatively impact your life. And I actually am in favor of that. That lets them know that this game isn't designed to be no-lifed. You can play it for 2 hours, 1 hour, and then come back. The game will still be here. I'm all in favor of that. I've always been a fan of, you know, the game will be here. The game will be here. So I do want to show a little bit of gameplay, so let's do that. Do a Battlefield of Trials, because I think we can do floor number 4. We'll see. Yeah, so you got your main character, you got your 2 weapons, and you got your 3 hunters that are there to support you. Really feels like a JRPG. My camera is in the way, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it as much. Let me make myself a little bit smaller. But I got 3 units on the bottom here that I can like cycle through. So yeah, let's go. This spear, really like. They also have the voice actor do it. I don't know how far he does it. Like, I don't know if he does the whole game because it's not cut up to the anime, but the voice actor being in the game is really cool too. I think that's awesome. Ooh, stabby stab. And then we got the boss fight here. But as you can see, like, it's sick. It's super fun. You can summon these guys to come help, make the fire tornado. There's a break effect, there's break bars, so you have to, like, you know, knowing what event you're going to, you have to bring different skills, because the main character has a skill set. Like, he has multiple skills. And so if you bring the wrong skills, you're not gonna be able to break the enemy. I got this, something called the blue book is what they call it, the book of Thetis or something like that. Really good for freezing enemies, which, you know, if you can CC an enemy and freeze them, that's always amazing. But it's also a ranged weapon, so I can just go over here and just blah 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 blah, and it puts little blue mines on the ground. Like, it's really awesome actually. But yeah, no, I think this game heavily reminds me of The Strongest Hero, but it feels a lot more supported than The Strongest Hero. But to be fair, I don't have a huge amount of experience with action RPGs that are instance based. I've got a lot of turn-based experience with gacha games and things like that. But yeah, that's the gameplay. That's what we're looking at. Overall, like I said, I'm enjoying the game. I think it's super fun. So there is some kind of PvP. Let me show you what I mean by that. We had a loading screen for so long just now. There's events, and the events, there's this, you can roll the dice, you do the event for missions, but there's also like the tournament. So the more points you get, the higher you go, the more rewards you get. But overall rank, I'm this overall rank out of everybody, right? I'm not very far. I'm not doing great. But yeah, same thing here. My overall rank, my group rank, I'm like ranked 18. The overall rank, very, very far on the bottom. But you know, that's another way to keep the community engaged. I love those kinds of, you know, ranking systems. But I talked about it before. I was very concerned, but right now I'm happy. I'm gonna keep playing it. I got hours on the game. I don't feel like I need to spend, which is a good feeling for me in gacha games. I hate when it's like, man, if only I just spent a little bit of money, I could progress so much further. But I'm certain I'll hit that wall eventually. They also give you like in the base challenges of the game. This is something I want to mention. They give you 5-star weapons. So like, if you look, like, these are just challenges. If you complete the challenges, you get a multi-summon. They're different chapters, right? And so you're gonna get SR weapons, which are all right. SR weapons for your hunters. That little 3-person logo means that it's for your hunters, it's not for you. That means it's for Jinwoo. For your hunters, not for you. This is a weapon duplicate, so hunter exclusive weapon design. So if you have a weapon, you put this in it, it makes it, you know, increases its refinement. But look, Shadow Scythe. So you get a sick ass dark scythe that is an SSR weapon for just progressing in the game. Not only that, you get more. That is just so awesome. You get another one, so I'm very happy about it. I think, like I said, I won't feel the need to spend on this game until I watch something in the anime and I'm like, I want that character. Like the banners right now, if you look, we got her, which would be awesome to have. You don't really see her in the anime like do anything, but you know, but still, it'd be cool to have her. This is the summon animation. Everyone needs to know this. It's very important what the summon animation looks like. Pretty casual, guaranteed something blue. Told you, I knew it. I know this game like the back of my hand. Oh man, but gear farming is not in-game content, so I fear that they might go that route of making gear farming in-game content. I don't think it will be, but heads up, that could be a route they go with this, because from what I'm seeing, there is challenges. There is so many game modes on the right side that I haven't done. I really feel like this game has good promise. This is something I need to mention. You can make your custom banner, and I'm a big fan of a custom draw. It says more than 100 days remaining. That means it's not going anywhere, but you can pick what characters you want in your banner, and even what weapons. So if you want to go for, you know, characters, you can. If you want to go for weapons, you can, and these weapons are all used on your main character, obviously. But yeah, it is so awesome the way they have this set up, because when you get the summons through completing the story, you're gonna go towards the weapons and the things that you want. Now obviously the limited units aren't on this banner. That is going to be a big determining factor. Are they going to put the limited units in the banner? Now, Hoyoverse is famously known for never putting their limited units on their, you know, their free-to-play banners or their standard banner. So I know that Netmarble does, and I know that they will, so that's something that I'm very happy about. I took that deep sigh because I wish that Hoyoverse did that. I'm very happy about the game. All in all, I think this game's great. All in all, I think that I'm gonna have a great time playing it. I think it's gonna be really interesting to see where it goes. I'm big in favor of it so far, and I think that if we play the game with an open mind of, we don't have to spend money, we don't have to be the best, and meta doesn't really matter. If you want to clear content and get further, you can always go the meta approach, but I'm really going with what I think is cool. I'm going with the things I want, because the design of the characters from this IP is so cool, and the animations and the acting and the dungeons, like, I just really like this so far, and I'm just excited about it. But let me know what you think. If you think this game is cool, you're having a good time, drop it in the comments down below. If you like the video, leave a like. If you like me, subscribe. But until next time, I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.